Hi folks, I'm Frank from Adventures Outdoors. Today I'm going to be working on some fishing knots. So the first one that I'm going to show you here is called the clinch knot. It's basically designed for tying directly onto a fish hook, onto the eye of a fish hook. So I'm going to use this wrench here to represent the fish hook and some twine here to represent the line. But basically, to tie it on the eye, it goes in through like that. I normally put my finger like right here on the eye of the hook, and then I'll go around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, it depends on what size the hook is. Maybe a half dozen times, 7 times. So that comes like that, and then hanging onto the tag, cinch this up. That is the clinch knot. So the new and improved clinch knot is very similar, but it's got some extra holding power and there's quite a difference. Let me show you. So it goes through the eyelet of the hook once, then twice. So it's gone through twice. My finger, my pinky, comes through that hole, okay, in the twine. And then I go around 1, 2, 3, 4, however many times you want to go through the hole. Normally I would go through at least half a dozen, I guess. Now the string goes through the hole, but then the tag comes back through the loop that it was just in. So that piece, it just comes back through that loop like that. Then you cinch the whole thing up, and like that. This is a very strong knot. It's a extremely strong knot. It with the 2 pieces through there and then the loop tag coming back through. This is an unbeatable knot. I use this knot, I would say, the better part of 70% of the time that I'm fishing. I use the new and improved clinch knot. Okay, so the next knot that we're going to do is called a polymer knot. Polymer knot, I use that polymer knot an awful lot as well. This is a really important knot. You need to know how to tie this if you're a fisherman. So the polymer knot basically comes up through the hole and then back through the hole. Okay? Then you take this loop that you've got here and you go and tie a half hitch. Okay? And then the loop that's left over goes over the hook. And then you cinch the whole thing up. Just like that. Now, one of the beauties of the polymer knot is it's really good if you're doing a drop shot. So because you have a lot of access left over, you technically could make, this could be going to your line and this one could be going back down to a sinker. And I typically, if I'm doing a drop shot, I'm tying a polymer knot. That to me is exactly what you want to do. And this one has, like I say, this one has a sinker, this one goes back to the line. It's a very strong knot. One of the things I do like about it is that when I'm using it as a drop shot, look what happens to the hook. The hook stands straight out. And so as the weight's on there, the hook is out. This is really a great rig. But the polymer knot is great because you've got a lot of leader. I don't typically use the polymer knot to tie like fishing flies and lures, because it does end up with a fair bit of a tag on the end of it. It is a great knot, and a lot of people use it for bass fishing as well. So, but it's a knot that you need to know. You should have it in your repertoire. There's no two ways about it. So the next knot is a snelled hook. So here's how you do a snelled hook. So what you do is your line comes up through like that, and then it comes back down on the hook like that. Then you take this and it goes around, and I typically would do and go around 11 times. I mean, I like to go around quite a bit. For this purposes, I didn't get that far, but that's okay. So once you're here, then the end piece goes inside the loop. Like that. Now you pull this all together. Pull this up to the eye. And that's how you snell a hook. Again, I would have gone around this probably 11 times or so. When you snell a hook, what happens is that the line is connected to the shank of the hook and not the eye of the hook. So it changes. If I'm having trouble, let's say hooking up, bass or trout or something like that with a clinch knot, and maybe I'm missing a lot of fish, I will often turn to a snell hook because it changes the angle. So when you set the hook, what happens is, because it's connected directly to the shank, it changes the angle. So when you go to set the hook, it changes what happens to the hook. So for me, this is kind of an important little bit. I will use a snelled hook every now and again, especially if I'm missing fish. There you have it, folks. That's the most important set of knots that you need to know for when you're fishing. There are lots of other knots. We're going to get into those later. For now, that'll get you on the water. The clinch knot, the new and improved clinch knot, the polymer knot, and how to snell a hook. I think those are the most important fundamentals. You need to know how to tie those if you want to be successful at catching fish. Good luck, have fun, may your lines always be tight. Hi, I'm Frank Zinck. I really hope you enjoyed that video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you want more great videos like that one, just click right here. Also, if you want more information, please head on over to my website. Thanks for watching.